Technically speaking, my name is Stephanie Turgeon. I'm the Student Services Coordinator here at Capital Area Technical Center in Augusta, Maine. And today I'm joined by a special guest, one of our professionals of the month for January 2023. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
All right. Hi, I'm Joseph Barnard of the Plumbing and Heating program at Augusta's Capital Area Technical Center, and I'm a senior, 12th grade at Coney High School, up above from there. And, well, my plumbing and heating experience, I was a little nervous at first, I will admit, but, once I got to know everybody, I felt that it, went pretty well, and I'm happy that, I stuck with it. I think I'll stick with it for, much more time to come.
Excellent. I'm so glad you said that because a lot of students are pretty hesitant to come to a new school where they think they're not going to know anybody or, just not familiar with everything. It's not. I've been out recruiting and talking to students, and they're like, "Well, what if I don't know anything about plumbing and heating? Can I still come?"
Right.
Absolutely, right? Because that's
Yeah.
that's what you're here to do, to learn. So, what have you liked so far about the plumbing and heating program?
Well, I mean, it's all pretty great, but the environment itself is, really nice, like the work environment, I guess you can call it, with, even the students and the, instructor and just the place in general. It seems like it's more laid back, you know what I mean? So everything's not as, going and rushed, but it's still at the same time, everybody's making sure they're getting their things done in, a timely fashion and everything, is very well.
It kind of like a different atmosphere. So, we try to run it like a workplace. Is that what you find? It's like a workplace
Yeah.
rather than a school.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not all, rush and stress and anxiety, because everybody does things at their own pace, and, I think that's great. But they're still, getting it done. And it's actually, kind of incredible.
Oh, for sure. I think
Yeah.
it's an incredible place too. What do you think your greatest accomplishment has been so far in the program?
Oh, well, not gonna lie, when I'm in there, it kind of gets in touch with my creative side a little bit, and I'll get not bad distracted, but with projects, I'll get distracted right into. I won't even notice anything around me. I'll start just on something and continue the whole class. I'll realize, oh wow, the time went by. You know what I mean? And for example, one of the projects was the beginning of the time. I just learned how to do copper pipe and the soldering and all. And everybody was supposed to make their name out of copper letters and drill them to a piece of plywood and screw them right up on the concrete wall in the plumbing class. So I looked at everybody else's name and I thought, everybody's name is not connected together. It might be cool to connect it together like a plumbing system. I thought that'd be a neat idea, and I even put fittings on the end just in case I wanted to connect it to something. So I did that, and it came out pretty nicely. And I thought if I just did Joe, it'd probably be too short. So I did my full name, and I'm honestly proud of what I came with. I hooked it to the sink, and it worked and everything.
Oh my gosh! So the water flows through your name.
Yeah.
That is so cool, so cool. And I'm glad you said too, like. You mentioned about how the time just goes so fast because you're concentrating. A lot of times, prospective students will say, "You're there for 2 hours every day." Does it seem like 2 hours?
It really doesn't. With even everything, the teachers teaching and just the students, like I said, the environment, how everybody helps each other and everything. It's a great environment. It's kind of like it just goes by. Time flies when you're having fun, and it really does go by fast.
Well, I think that's incredible. I love those projects with the names and the pipes. It's so cool. And I have never seen anyone make one actually be functional.
Yeah.
That is very cool. What do you do when you're not here in school?
Well, I mean, when I'm not here, I'm mostly working with my dad. In the summertime, I'm probably most likely with him, either helping him by his side, like moving furniture upstairs or something, doing jobs, and he'll show me like what he's doing, kind of teach me as he's going along. That's nice. And in the winter, I'll probably be shoveling snow with him as he's, plowing in the plow truck. And in my free time, basically, I'll be with friends and family. I really love my family. I appreciate them a lot and all they've done for me. So. I'll help them the most I can, like my grandfather too. He's I'll help his driveway and all kinds of stuff around his house.
Very nice. Well, it sounds to me that it just kind of continues what Mr. Smith has to say about you, that you're just a hard worker.
Yeah.
And he said that's why one thing that he does different, he gets help from the students in selecting a professional of the month and nominating someone. And so students, like he said, they overwhelmingly selected you for the award because of how hard you work. And let me tell you what he had to say about you. This is what Mr. Smith said. He said, Joseph Barnard was voted student of the month by his classmates for a good reason. He is always busy with all kinds of projects and hates to leave class at the end of the day. He is very curious about how things work and does not give up when things aren't going his way. Those are great words coming from Mr. Smith. You're chuckling because it sounds like him.
Yeah, it does. And I can honestly agree. I can't argue with that. I really kind of am passionate about it almost. It's great.
Well, good, because with that in mind, I'd like to hear about your future plans.
Oh boy. Well, I've been thinking about that a lot actually, and I think I'm strongly going towards, after I graduate Coney and graduate CATC and everything, I think I'm gonna take it further with the trades and go to community college and continue my plumbing and heating career and make something of myself.
It's so awesome because I think that you've probably heard it too, especially with this cold snap we've just had, and people are looking for a plumber or someone to come service their furnace because it crapped out during the cold weather.
Yeah.
And finding a plumber is hard, and I don't even know what a plumber is getting paid right now.
Yeah.
You probably know.
Yeah.
Probably whatever they want.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm so glad that you're entering that trade because we need more people to become plumbers and heating technicians, and so that's awesome.
Yeah. The best part about it is I really like doing it too, and I honestly, it keeps me busy, and it doesn't stress me out, and I'm happy with it. So I feel like I'd probably do it for a very long time, and I think that's what to look for in a career.
Yes, for sure. You don't want to be miserable every day going to work.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Joe, thanks so much for coming on the podcast.
Of course. I'm happy to be here.
Congratulations once again on being named Professional of the Month at CATC this month. And thank you for watching this episode. And if you like this episode, I hope that you'll subscribe to our channel so you'll never miss anything going on at our school.